Hey everyone, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to my Thursday photo editing live stream where you can submit your images and I edit them using mostly Olympus Workspace, but occasionally I go over to Lightroom if I need to for different camera models. So that said, let's get started. A lot of images today, uh, and I still need to set up my windows. I'm sorry. I tried to do it before I got started today, but. And almost there. Okay, let's try this. Very good. So, Tony, Plato, John, Nature. Awesome. So Nature, you think your G9 is doing 4K video as 10-bit? It's possible. I think the latest firmware update added maybe 4K 10-bit internal. I'd have to verify that because that's definitely on my short list of cameras. I'm still leaning GH5S, but the G9 is so cheap. If it gets me there with 10-bit internal, I mean, I could save about 700 bucks, right? um, oh, wait a minute. I got the wrong chat window open. I was reading the chats from the previous stream, duh. So I gotta do this again. This and this, and move this over. Okay. Jared. Randy thinks Jared is a nut. Yeah, I like Jared If you're talking about Jared Polin, I like Jared Polin. He's awesome. And see Randy, Dave, Neo. Oh, Neo. Hi Neo. Bob is here as usual. Lauren. Awesome. Okay, so let's oh, Ralph, how are you? You're relatively new. You've just started joining these streams, right? Okay, let's see what the first one is. Oh, a fire hydrant of some kind here. Interesting. Just this pole above it is a little distracting. It almost looks like it's part of the fire hydrant. But I think I like this I like all the textures and everything going on with the rust. So EM10 Mark III with the 75 to 300 at ISO 200, 1/200th of a 1 second shutter speed at f7. Wow. You must have been on a tripod. Who was this? Randy Schrar. No flames this week, huh? You're a little pyromaniac over there. Okay, so let's turn that off and let's edit this. Oh, I have a timer right somewhere. I don't know. Let me see what a pop art looks on it just to see. Yeah, I like that. I like the pop art, and I gotta crop out that thingamajig out of it. To huh. Maybe like that. This shot is really narrow. Look at the bottom. The bottom even interesting. It's all rusty. But it looks weird if there's no headroom. I'll do that. Maybe I can brush it out a little bit. Okay, close enough. Maybe we'll leave that here. Minor straightening. Okay, a little bit of tone curve stuff. Maybe we'll play with some of the colors too. Clarity. Not that much. Bring this a tad. Hi, Rolf. Rolf, how are you? Go here. Vignette. And a little bit more. Okay, let me see if I can add a little bit of adjustments to the color here. Because this, it's the green, there's greens in here that I'm not liking. So let me see if I can shift the greens more yellow. And pull back some of the color. I mean, I'm working with a JPEG, so shifting the hues and stuff in the greens may not be very good. But I'm going to try. And let's add some saturation to the blue. Pull the luminance on the reds. Increase the yellow just a notch. Oh, time's up. All right, so let's do a before and after. So, yeah. I think that's a little better. I mean, I do a little cleaner job on the brushing at the top. And the JPEG image is a little bit blotchy. I need to pull the saturation back a little bit here because it got a little blotchy. But that's mainly because it's a JPEG, I think. You know, the art filters, they work a lot better on raw images because it does a lot of pushing and pulling across, you know, stuff that you don't have direct access to. So I had to kind of compensate, but I think that looks better. Okay, see what we got here. Wow, this is this looks like a really nice place to sit down and eat, but this is not. There's so many things going on. There's too many things in this picture. Got this pole or this beam, and then you got a trash can, flowers, a table. There's so many things in here. And the colors are not very strong. Let me just look at this. Oh, let me set the timer. Yeah, I don't like the colors in this image either, so I'm gonna go black and white. I'm gonna think about the crop. Right now, I just need to work with these tones. Let me get where red takes us. Red filter. Ton of the haze. Crank up the sharpness. The filter's off. Yeah, I need to crop it definitely somehow, but right now let me just work with the tones and then see what grabs my eye in terms of where the light is. All right, I'm leaning towards this part right here, this trash can. Um, oh, that's slightly off the focus plane. This trash can barrel thing, this is it, with this chair and this beam. Uh, maybe. Almost there. I need a little more space around. Let's do a 4x3. A little bit more spacing. Oops. Okay, so vignette. This is from DeMorcan. I saw your wedding picture, DeMorcan, of the bride on my forum. That was cool. Nice simple shot, not like this one. This one has a lot going on. Let me look at the other picture again. Yeah, I'm not sure about this crop either, but I don't see anything else in the image. Okay, time's up. So, whoops, that's not the final. Here we go. It needs to render, but yeah, this is, I just went with the trash can, basically. I don't see anything else I can focus on. Maybe a little more to the right. Let me just try that. Maybe this way. Yeah, that actually works a little better. So that's my final answer. Let that render. I think that kind of works. Now the picture has a little more depth, right? From front to back. And then there's some interesting textures in the woods. But the shot is just a little bit too busy overall. Okay. Yeah, Rolf got it, right? Right to the pole. Yeah, I think that works. I think this crop works better. It gives a little more depth. All right. Awesome dog picture here. Oh, this is Bob. This is the pixelation they were talking about in the last stream, right? Ooh, the eyes are just a little bit out of the light. Where's the shadow? Shadow, wow, really dark eyes here. Oops, and let's try and bring out some of the shadows in the dog's fur here with the gradation. And crank the sharpness up. What's the EXIF here? 14, oh, 12 to 50. Wow, I haven't seen this lens in a while from you, Bob. On the EM5. All right, cool. f6.3, 19 millimeters. Okay, all good settings. This is not from The Matrix. This reminds me more of that, the movie The Thing by, I think it's John Carpenter's The Thing, where the dog is running and the guy in the helicopter is chasing it to try and kill it, and nobody knows why. Anyway, let me try pop art and see if that brings some of the colors in. Yep, pretty good. And we'll pull the saturation back on here. All right, let's try square crop again. I like this reflection. I'd like to try and save that, but I don't really need so much sky. What if I just do the reflection? Like this. Kind of like this. Then clarity usually, and let's try some clarity and dehaze and see if we can bring up more definition here. Come on, workspace. I have no color control, so let me do it with white balance. Pull it back just a little bit. Add some vignette. And the crop needs to be, let me try one more time the square crop. Would that be enough? No, it has to be this. And oh man, I'm out of time. Hold on. See if I can bring these up a little bit. Right here. Okay. Oh, time's up. I need to make it a little bit cooler. Let's do 4900. And sorry about that. Let's do before and after. Maybe flip it, right? It might look a little weird flip because the feet are pretty distinct. I mean the legs. But I think, yeah, I think that's right. I mean, I normally, if you want a picture of your dog, you wouldn't do this to your picture of a dog. But since I'm editing on a live stream, I had to try and make something interesting, right? I think this works though. Okay. I don't even know how to flip it though. What would it? There's tilt. Here's a flip. Flip vertical. No. Horizontal. Ah, this flip doesn't work. Anyway, let's move on. Wow, this is nice, John. Not sure your dog approves, right? I know. This is pretty much, I wouldn't change a thing, really. I really like the tones and everything here. And the shadows is very soft. I wouldn't say pastel-y, but there's a very limited color range here, which I like. I really like this. This is a JPEG, so maybe you've already processed this. Oh, Dave, you're getting a 16-inch Huion? Yeah, I don't think I would change anything other than I'm gonna set the timer. I don't think I need a timer though. This image is awesome the way it is. I mean, I could try monochrome and a red filter to bring the trees in. Didn't help much, but some contrast. You know me, this is more my style, right? Just punchy black and white. I cranked the haze. If I can emphasize the shadows coming here. Yeah, a little bit, right? Yeah, I remember that photo from Rick. This would be the only thing I would do, really. It doesn't really need anything. This is an awesome picture, John. But that's the before and after, right? So the image on the left, though, is much better with the color, the very soft colors and very limited color range, right? It's primarily kind of this green with an accent of red. You have it like a primary is like your greens, and I'd say secondary, you know, I don't know, greens, brown, and that red accent. That's really nice. And then black and white, I just went with all the tones. Uh, so excellent image. Excellent image. Okay. My mouse, here it is. All right, Randy, awesome. The Blue Angels, man, when they fly over my house, they have these, you know, they have the air show at the Air Force Base. So for like 2 weeks before the air show, man, these guys are flying over my house. It's so loud. uh, but this is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna sharpen this. Let me see what lens you used here. The 40 to 150 f2.8, huh? And you did this at 4.5, 1/250th of a second. Perfect settings. ISO 200. Yeah, really good settings. And these guys are low because the landing gear is out. So they're either about to land or they just took off. Let's do some gradation. Oh, I didn't get my timer on. All right, so let's do gradation. Oh, you already hit the gradation button. So make sure that's on. See if we can make the clouds a little more interesting with some dehaze. My color wheel. Let's punch up the yellows and orange. It's fine. then these rich blues in here. And I think I'm going to shift this blue color a little bit more teal. So this one. Gosh, this blue, I wish I could bring this blue up more. Let me try the tone curve. A bit more teal. Okay. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I can't crop it without losing a wing or something. Okay. And let me go to the tone curve and just, well, maybe clarity would be enough. Oh, I'm really jacking this up. Do it this way. Let's do 15. Oh, 10 seconds. All right, let me. I wish I could bring up the luminance on this a little more, but I cannot. So, little tone curve on the shadows. They're down here. I need a little bump here. A little bit of a pull here. A pull here. Oh no. Hold on. Let me bump it here. Pull it here. Sorry, I know I'm over time. I have to. All right, now I'm done. Without, I would really spend some more time on this. Like I made the US Navy part a little bit too yellow. These planes actually, that paint is actually really more orange like it looks in Randy's picture. So I shifted the color a little bit too much. Where's my big head is in here. Yeah, I think that's a little better. Okay, let's, where's my mouse? There we go. Oh, okay, nice shot though, Randy. Awesome picture. Okay, we got some ancient rocks here. These remind me of the stones from that show Agents of Shield at the end of the 6th season, I think. Season 6, where these stones, I forget what they call it. I haven't seen it in a while. But anyway, it reminds me of those stones in Agents of Shield. Those monoliths. Oh, Hen Lu Ying. Oh my goodness, how are you? I don't think I've ever seen you in my streams, at least not in a long, long time. I do see your Instagrams. You're always cooking food, right? Man, always making me hungry when I see your posts on Instagram. Oh. But yeah, I'm glad you're here, Henlu. Did you submit any pictures today? Um, okay, let's see. How about now? Where's my timer? Let me get serious about this for a second. Oh, it's a gate post in the field. Okay, we'll get to it. Let me start my timer. I gotta go black and white with this because there's really only green here and then this off green on the rocks. So definitely black and white. And definitely vignette. You know me by now, right? I'm all about the vignette. Crank up the sharpness there. Turn off this filter. Let me look at the EXIF real quick. EM1 Mark II, 12 to 45 Pro at f8. Yeah, excellent settings again. ISO 200. So perfect settings. Yeah, that's a nice sharp lens, isn't it? Now let's work with, we had greens in here. Let me make those a little darker. We'll try a red filter. Really? It got brighter? I thought these were greens. They should get darker with the red filter. Let's try a green filter. No, I guess we'll stick with red. And yeah, dehaze, I always do like 100% with black and whites. Then let's see if we can pull the blacks in. Maintain some of the highlights and shadows. Hold this black. Heavier vignette. And less clarity, I think. Because it's a little bit too gritty up here. Let me straighten it a little bit. I got a minute. The only other thing I might try is throwing a soft focus on here. And yeah, now let me pull the shadows even more. Back the vignette off. About an 8 or 7. I think that's it. I mean, in Lightroom, I would do a little bit differently. Let me try a 10 on the vignette. Okay. What else? Did I miss anything? Gradation's good. What if I try low key? I got 20 seconds. Let me see what low key does. That pushes the tone curve even more. I like that a little better. and add a little bit of tone. So shadows will do a little bit of sepia there, and then cool off the highlights a tiny bit. All right, I'm done. Oh, I went slightly over time, but there's a before and after. So I did basically, yeah, basically black and white, soft, lots of contrast, low key. Went with a low key kind of look, and then the slight split toning to add a little bit more just oomph to it, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but I think that looks pretty good now, right? Especially by itself. Yeah, I think that looks really good. All right, good picture, John. Let's see. This is from best photo of the day, David. Look at this dude. He's got, I don't know what that look is. From a distance, he looks kind of pissed, but then close up, he looks kind of, I don't know. Anyway, and then his girlfriend. Oops, yeah, attitude. That's the right word. All right, let's start the timer. We need to do a little straightening. Just a hair. And I'm going to crop out that. I'm going to crop this water thing out. I don't like, not crazy about this crop either because his legs are kind of cut off and hers are not. It's just weird. I'm going to spend most of my time on the crop here. Try this. Do a square crop. And that guy's carrying all the bags. He's got his girl bag here. He's carrying her jacket and her bag. That's why he's pissed. Look at him. He's like, dude, this is not my purse or my jacket. It's my girlfriend here. Let's see if there's any colors here to work with. I'm just gonna throw a pop art. And some interesting colors in here I can work with. I like this orange hat and these blue jeans. So let me pull in shadows down here. Then let's crank up that orange and yellow. Oh, I don't want to jack up their skin tones too much. Then the blues. And need some sharpening. Maybe not that much. There. Just hang off a little bit of on the vignette. I feel like I've cropped in too much though. I mean, I'd like to get a little more of the environment they're in. But if I do that, you really can't see their faces. Oh, I don't even have my camera on here. Yeah, the environment's not all that interesting, actually. We'll just stay nice and tight. Now let's work with the tone curves a little bit more maybe. And this is all good. A little heavier vignette and I'll be done. Be a little more vignette. Okay. Time's up. Yeah, now you can see his face, right? And everything he's carrying. Yeah, that guy, he's just got that look like he's carrying his girlfriend's stuff, you know? And he's not happy. It's almost, now I get the look. He's embarrassed. That's the look of embarrassment, I think. But yeah, that's where I would go with that one, kind of in that direction. And you know, a nice black and white would look good too. If you like black and whites, this would be kind of an interesting look. But anyway, let's go to the next one. Awesome shot, Dawood. Best shot of the day, right? Because of this face. Now this is actually a viewer edit. This is Serge's edit from last week of one of my pictures. It kind of came in after I was already done, but I wanted to share it with you. He basically took my deer shot and inversed it. This is a really good edit. This is pretty good. It took me a double take to see what was going on, but then I saw that it was just the deer upside down. I thought that was a good edit. All right, let's go to the next picture. Oh, wow. Airplane shot. I've seen this coastline before. A couple of times, actually, I think. Wow. Yeah, right here. I don't know if you guys have been watching my streams a long time. We've gotten close-up shots of this part of the island right here with the little lighthouse. Definitely. So this is the same group of islands, just really far away now. But man, look at this sky. I love this perspective because you don't see this perspective every day, right? And I'm gonna keep this plane wing in here. I think I'm gonna keep, oh, where's my timer? I'm gonna keep the wing of the plane in. I kind of like the idea that this is taken from a plane. I just need to straighten the horizon. And I need a line. Help me out a little bit. Try 3. Whoops. All right, this is from Frank Close. Wow, you haven't sent anything in a long time, Frank. Okay, good. Now that that's straight, let's work with the original crop. No, let's go in a little tighter, 16 by 9. So I want to keep that wing. I wonder if I can get any kind of leading line in. Not really. Okay, let's do some. Need to go to a natural profile. I want to shift the blues a little bit teal. Come on, workspace. little more teal. And then let's saturate the oranges a little bit more. Sorry. You get one nice day. If you guys are in my last stream, you probably heard my bug zapper going off constantly. But you get, it's really nice today outside. It kind of sucks being in here. I mean, I love editing and everything, but it's really nice out today. Okay, let's work with the contrast. Or yeah, let's dehaze this and get some of the skies in. A little more dramatics there. Tiny bit of clarity. Pull in the tones right here, but bring it back up here. Yeah. Oh, that's starting to look a little fake. Hold on. Right there. And I thought I straightened this, but there's some distortion here. What is the EXIF? Let me look at the EXIF. 12 to 40 Pro f8. I think the plane's window is distorting this view a little bit. 30 seconds. Let me just, yeah, there, that's better. That's feels right. All right, now, dang it, I want to shift the tones on the orange a little bit. Where's my, the oranges should be more, yeah, a little bit less red. Okay, time's up. So, see how I did in a 4-minute edit. I made the earth flat. It actually probably should have left it curved slightly. But somehow the image was a little distorted to me. It's still rendering. God, my computer is blasting. You can probably hear the fan in the background. Oh, now it's done. Yeah, basically, yeah, I think that looks good. Nice clean edit. And I did want to keep the wing in it. And I like the more teal look of the sky. And it definitely emphasized some of the teal in the ocean too. So, where's my mouse? Yeah, I think that's a lovely shot. It still looks crooked to me though. There. All right, I'm done now. Okay. All right, Frank, thanks for sending that in. Good to see you back. Let's see. What would we have? Some kind of monument here. What's that at the top? A little star. And we're shooting with an EM1 Mark II, 12 to 50. Ah, John Falcons, you're shooting just like Bob Tishmarch here. But this f9, I don't get this. At ISO 200, 1/400th of a second. That's a little bit high on the f-stop, but okay. Where's... You don't see the point. I'm gonna, all right. Let me just try. I haven't used this filter in a while, but let me see what it looks like. And bring the gradation up a little bit. These tones are, God, all these tones are really dark. Bring this up. Kill this noise filter. just a hint of vignette, and then straighten it. This line. Tiny bit more. And let's bring straighten this up a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Bring the shadows in a little bit, not that much, dang it. But I wish I could zoom in on this tone curve so I could work with it a little better. When all the tones are really tight down together, like I'm working with in here, this little window is a little too small. Let's see if we can get a little more detail in the clouds. Good. And let's add a little bit of teal again. A little more teal. Let's make the greens a little bit more green. And crop wise, let's come in a tiny bit and balance the top and bottom, left and right. All right. I think, oh, Henlu noticed it wasn't. Yeah, I just fixed the centering. I think it's centered now. Let's see. I think that's it. Greens in Vermont are really green. Okay. Time's up. Oh, time's up. So let's do before and after. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. Just straighten, center, distortion, correct, you know, keystoning a little bit, dramatic tone, and then for I'd like to make the blues a little bit more teal, but other than that, I think this came out pretty good. Yeah, this came out pretty good. All right, thanks everyone. Music sound gear. Oh, this is your image music. I can never remember your screen name versus your real name. Okay. Wow. This one is done. It's already nicely toned. Really good tones. I mean, it's really high. I love this image. I don't think I need to do anything to it. I mean, I might. Who's it? Lauren. You'll sit this one out. Only thing I might do is, all right, let me start my timer. let's see how badly I can take a good picture and make it bad. It's just focus in on these chairs here. Like this. Yeah, that doesn't help at all. How about this corner? Honestly, Lauren, I think this is done. I can't do anything with it. It's already really good. Pull in some vignette, but I like the tones on the gravel and everything. Yeah, there's nothing to do here, Lauren. It's awesome. I mean, I think the composition is composition could be slightly better somehow. I don't know how. There's something about it that's not working quite right for me, for my eyes. But the editing part, if you did any, I mean, you added some sepia, but the tones and everything are perfect. I strive to get images like this myself, to get the tones to look like this kind of contrast. And I just haven't been able to get there, even on my own images. And this is the kind of image I'm trying to get in terms of tones and everything. And this is awesome. So I'm going to leave this as it is. This is pretty much done. This is like something I would strive to do myself in terms of editing. Compositionally, something is slightly off for me, but other than that, it's perfect. All right. Yeah, the tones are awesome, right, Dave? Yeah, yeah, I try not to move things either. I agree. But chairs like that, if nobody's around, I'd probably move one of the chairs out so it's kind of like more welcoming, that you sit down and that invites you to sit down in a chair, and then maybe add one little accent to the table, like a red napkin or something. I don't know, something just to accent all the other colors. But anyhow, let me restart the timer here. This one's from Image Rider. Okay, so I need to straighten a little bit. God, my dog would kill this thing instantly. All right, so I'm gonna pop art it, but I'm gonna pull the saturation back quite a bit. But the pop art does a really good job with animal fur. It really brings out the colors. Then I can adjust I'm going to square it off and tilt it. Let me vignette it first before I do the tones. And tiny bit of clarity. Turn this filter off. Let me see the EXIF here. Yeah, EM10 Mark II, the 40 to 150 kit. F5.6 ISO 201 set. These are perfect settings. That's why this image is so nice. Really sharp and very well exposed. Really good settings. No, we haven't seen this one before. No. Not that I have a great memory, but I'm pretty sure we haven't seen this one. Let me just put his eye right in the center. And station auto, maybe. Let's try low key. Oh, ground. This is a groundhog? Is that what this is? See, I don't know half the time when you guys are kidding around. I need to bring his nose up a little bit. There. And yeah, the background's busy, but I'm gonna fix that once I start the tone curving. See, this is in the ground is here. These are. I'm gonna fix that. But let me bring up his skin a little bit. His fur, I mean. Okay. What do I got? 1 minute. All right. Do I got any? Oh, I don't have any color control. I was counting on that. Dang it. Let me just cool it off a tiny bit. Thirty seconds. All right. Hopefully. Oh, let's see if this helps. I'm gonna do a quick U-turn on the art filter. I got nothing. Oh, time's up. All right. So final final answer. I need to recrop it a little bit with this filter because now his feet are kind of blurry, but that sums up the direction I was going though. It was mainly about bringing out the orange in his fur or her fur. I think that looks pretty good though. Yeah, that's a pretty good shot. But when Hanlu is telling me the background is a little busy, that's why I put this filter on. It needs to be recropped slightly, but I think that's the right image. Okay. Let's see. This one is from Joni Pelton. Wow, the shadow here is really harsh on this door. This is going to be hard to fix. Let me just straighten it at least. Oh, where's my timer? Um, I don't know if I can save these shadows with, yeah, maybe a dramatic tone, but I normally use dramatic tone when I have good clouds, but the clouds are all back here. See if this gradation will bring it out a little better. I have a color wheel. Oh, I don't have a color wheel, so I have no color wheel. Man, let's do let me try one of these vintages. Um, oh. We'll do dramatic tone, but you'll see I don't think it's going to be good on this image. Yeah, I'll give that a second to render. It helped a little. It did help a little bit. But it kind of jacked up the blue sky a little bit. Let me see if I can dramatic tone it myself. Um, that's a wreck. Soft focus might soften it a little bit. Yeah, that's better than the dramatic tone at least. And let's just do balance it out a little bit. Pull some shadows. Right about there. Pull them back up. Too heavy, just about 10. And my saturation, let me just give it a touch more saturation. You know, the only other filter that might, I mean, a soft filter is not bad, but either a key line or a watercolor. Let me see, watercolor. Yeah, no. All right, what did I have before? Was I using a soft filter? All right, final. Oh, I'm out of time. So final answer. We'll let that render. But the soft filter, there's only a couple of filters that really bring out the shadows when you have this really harsh dappled lighting on a subject. But yeah, this needs to be taken at a different time of the day when the sun is not casting these kinds of shadows. Then this will be a lot more interesting picture. But that's the best I can do. And then cropping in, I think the crop is about right though. The composition is not bad. Okay. That looks pretty good. Yeah, the cabin is, yeah, you're right. It needs a little keystoning this way, right? About that. Maybe a little more. Okay. Let's move on. But yeah, okay, let's move on. I think that looks right though. All right, this is from Deb. Oh, hey Deb. What are you shooting with? EM5 Mark II 40 to 150 Pro at f2.8, ISO 200, 1640. Good settings. Good settings. Let's try. Do that. Oh, I don't need this actually. I'm gonna just use it with saturation because the bird's already pretty. Oh, I don't have a color wheel though, so I might have to. Let me just try with saturation first. See if I can bring the colors in. Is that it? All right. So pulled it off and crop it. Do a square crop. that. And go ahead and sharpen. This is off. See. I think I can do better on the sharpening. I got a couple minutes. Let's try 1:15. Be a little bit finer. 0.7. Yeah, just a little bit. All right, that's good. Good enough there. And work with the tone curve a little bit. Yeah, the highlights, yeah, you're right. The highlights need to come down just a tad. Let me add a little clarity, and then I'll pull the highlights in. That's not working. Go about 2/3 of a stop. And then push the shadows back in this way. All right. A little bit more. Right about there. All right, got it. Slightly tighter, and then a little more vignette, and I'm done. Okay. We'll let that render, but I'm done. So before and after, and give that a chance to render. Come on. Oh, it's coming. I don't know why it's so slow today. All right, it's rendered. All right, yeah, that looks great. Beautiful shot. I think the key to this was just making the colors pop and tweaking the sharpness a little bit. I mean, I would go back and tweak the sharpness a little more, but I think that looks really good. Oh, hey Deb, you're here. How are you? Okay. I can't find my mouse when I do this. But yeah, I think that looks really good. Let me do that full screen one time. Yeah, I think the browns and the feathers, everything came out really good. All right. Let's see. You know, Hanlu, I don't think I saw yours in here. Are you still here, Hanlu? I got them all. Let me try Lightroom and see. Maybe it's in there. Hold on. Oh, this was my edit here. Let's not, no spoilers. Let's go here. Synchronize. Oh, what? That's not what I wanted. Synchronize. Yeah, here's one. Here's one I haven't done. And so this one I haven't done yet. And this one. I think I did all the rest of these. Right? All. I don't have any other filters on it. So that one I've done. Just double check. Anyway, let me see. Dab. Handlu, no, mine is not in submission yet. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, Handlu. Well, maybe Sunday or next week, Thursday. I also do them on Tuesdays, but let's get these two done real quick. And close this. All right, so this is from Marcel van Kotham. This is a Nikon something. I don't know which one it is. Let's see, this is a Nikon D800. Okay. 24-70 f2.8. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're always welcome to come in. I appreciate it. Oh, where's my timer? All right, let's do this one fast as I can. Let's just do auto here. Auto here. Oh, that's a bit too warm. Pull that off. Some dehaze. And push the shadows more. The whites. What is this shadow here? Like a ghost or something in here. What do you think, Randy? A little bit more on the exposure. The highlights in a little bit more. Dang, what is that? That is weird. Clarity. Yeah, and I don't know why, but this image is a little bit dark here. It's like there's like a cloud or something here. Some light paint a little bit more in the shadows. Dust on the sensor, huh? Okay. Need some more light here. A little bit here. And let's if I can fix this a little bit. There. Well, not the best job, but that's a little better. What is this now? This is a long exposure? What's the exposure on this? 2 seconds. Oh, no wonder. All right. That's part of it. Okay. I'm just not digging this overall. The white balance is something. Something's just slightly off. This is okay. Let me. Just warm that up a tiny bit. Oh, time's up. All right. Dang, not my best work here, but let's see what I did. I'd work on this sensor spot a little bit more. But I think, okay, that's not bad after I pulled it up. Now the beach looks like a beach. And it looks like there's a little bit of light hitting it on the side here, at least. Yeah, spot out the blurred person and crop the vertical. Crop it vertical, that's interesting. Let me try that. You think you think that would? Are you serious? Maybe a little wider. Why is this custom? Yeah, not that narrow, right? Let's try. Okay. I don't know. It's okay. I like the wider shot personally. That's a bit extreme. This, yeah, this is a little bit too tight. And maybe square. I don't know. I like the wider shot better. But let's go ahead and do the next one. Yeah, I kept trying to unlock the ratio, but it kept going back to original. I don't know. I'll just like you, Dave. All right, let's just click auto here, but straighten it a little bit. Reset the timer. Okay. I knew it. Good. Try a little wider shot and come up right on the sidewalk. And now we can pull the vignette off. let's see. Teal, let's make the blue slightly more teal, the orange is slightly more, no, red? One more. Go right in here, and let's make the greens a little. About there. What am I missing here? This is a RAF file. What is a RAF? I don't even know what camera that is. A bit tighter. Not sure. A little less teal. And clarity and dehaze, and I think I'm just about done. Texture. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go black and white. Last minute decision. Up the exposure, pull the blacks. The Fuji RAW. Okay, thanks. I should know that, right? Because I have a Fujifilm. Shows how often I shoot with it. Split tone. Let's do highlights in sort of a teal. Right. About there. The shadows. Kind of a sepia. Okay. And let's pull off the vignette. That's not looking too good. And last second. All right, time's up. Okay, so let's see what I did here. Oof, I don't like the split toning too much. I need a little bit less blue. Let me just fix that on the. Yeah, there we go. All right, so final answer. I don't know why, but the colors just didn't work. I think the black and white looks a lot better. And this sort of, yeah, I think this works. This works without me in it. Nice. Really nice. I like it now. All right, so who sent that in? Serge. Okay, thanks, Serge. Well, this is more along your lines. You're always like doing these kind of vintage looking edits on my stuff. All right, let's go to the viewer edits in here. Oh, thanks, Randy. And the original file, we don't need all this. The original file was, oh, that's from before. This is the original image, right? This is at Natural Bridge, Virginia. And you can see the people here, how, just to give you some scale, I didn't do a good job with scale here, but this place is huge. This is a huge rock. And it bends up and around. I'll have to send you guys another one. But okay, let's look at what you guys did. So this is from Antonio. Oh, nice black and white. I like it. Nice soft. It's not too contrasty like I normally do. But what's key here is a really good crop. You cropped out all of that foliage in the front, and just focused on the rock and the stream here, which I like. When you see my edit, it'll come up here. I'll talk about what I was looking at. George's. Bob Tishmarsh. Okay, another good crop. Same idea, right? You cropped out all that foliage in the bottom and just focused on the rocks here. And it definitely has more scale this way, right? Because now you can see the people down here. So I think this is a really good crop. I like this crop better than what I did. And Ivan, same idea, right? Except he kept a little more of the stream at the bottom. And then the processing's not bad. You pulled in the highlights a little bit too much though, because now the sky is darker than the ground here. So I feel like that's the only place that this picture looks a little bit off, is when the sky is darker than the ground. And the white balance is a little bit too green overall, or blue. The white balance is slightly too cool. But this is a good crop though, really good vertical crop. All right, oh, let me put my face back in. And Neo always impresses me, you know, with his edits. So everybody's going with this crop. That's interesting, because I did not go this way on mine. But he went very vintage, but kind of vintage color. Really good crop. But you see the difference here. See how the sky is really bright here? It's brighter than the ground. I mean, I know this is all dark, but that's okay. But at least parts of the sky are still bright. And that's what I think gives the image a little more natural feel when you're editing, right? You know, you can do whatever you want when you're editing, but this to me is a little better edit in terms of the way you did the lighting. But I like it. I always like the framing that you put on these. And this is from Steve. Yeah, Steve did pretty much what I did in terms of crop. But this is good. I like the tones here. It's again, it's a little vintage and a little blue. And really good job on the tones, all in the rocks. You kept a lot of the details and the shadows here. I like this. And the thing with this, the full image, when I framed it when I was there, I really wanted to get this kind of zigzaggy, you know, stream here. And that was kind of my thought. And then I kind of lost focus on all of the rocks and everything. And I got too much foliage in. So I cropped it a little bit tighter than this on mine, but this is pretty much what I did. Got me up here as a ghost. That's funny. It's like God looking in or something. Not God, but you know. Wow, this is a tight crop though. It's too tight. But that's not the point of this edit though, right? Sneaking me in there. I'd have made it a little bit more opaque, not quite as strong. Other than that, that's cool. This was Joni. Joni sent this in. I'm a god. You guys are too kind. Marty McFly. Who is this? Fake name. I know who this is. I can't remember who. Are you here? Yeah, this is another good edit. This is typical. This is how I started my edit. I went this direction. I don't think ultimately I did this, but if I didn't see the name on this file, I'd be like, "Oh, this is my edit. This is what I did." This is very similar to how I started my edit. And then I just got carried away because I'm not on a 4-minute timer, right, on my own edits, right? Okay. Let's see, image writer. Yeah, basically the same editing as the last one, but a different crop, right? We have a really heavy sky. So this was brushed in, I think. Because right here, you see how this tip of this tree is black. But yeah, good job on the rocks and everything. The rocks and everything look good. Just the sky is a little bit jacked up. And the foliage, I would crop this out, but I like the editing on the rocks. And this is from Jay Falcons, Music Sound Gear. Okay. Yeah, this is again very similar to one of the iterations that I did. I just punched in to see if it would snap the sharpness a little bit. But yeah, I like how the light's hitting the rocks and everything, and this square crop works, I think, for this image. Good job on the sky, bringing the highlights back in. And you didn't jack up the skin tones like I did on the people, even though they're tiny, you can see that. Yeah, it's a good edit. Made by, who did this one? This is not me. This is Marcel Van Cotten. This is an awesome edit. It's very gritty. I like it. And I like how you evened out the lighting almost completely, right? Except right here on the river. So you saw the same thing I did when I was there framing it. This is what I saw, was this kind of this river snaking around. And that seems to be what's the focus here in this image. And then everything else in the picture just emphasizes the stream here. So yeah, this is an awesome edit though. I like this grittiness all around here. I was trying to get that on one of my edits, but I couldn't make it work. Oh, yeah, this is mine. I did this in Workspace because I named it WS2. This was like a second attempt. So I went very dark, and I don't think it worked. And I tried to light paint a little bit here with what I did is I took the clone brush and set the opacity way down, and then I kind of brushed in a little bit here with the clone brush in Workspace. But overall it's just too dark and this is too bright. I'm not really happy with this edit that I did. But anyway, that's what I did. I think if I was gonna go dark, I think a tighter crop would have worked, and forget this foliage in the front and do a tighter crop like some of the earlier ones. Then this dark would work, I think. Let me just try that real quick. If we crop out all this freaking foliage. Yeah, see, that's 1,000 times better. God, one little simple thing. This is a lot better. This is a lot better crop. So I like the crops that you guys did in the beginning. But the editing on this image here is amazing. But okay, let's see what else we got here. Surge, awesome. See, Surge did some light painting down here. in the foliage like I was trying to do, but he did a much better job, so it works. It's almost like he went the same direction I did, but took it another level, right? And just really did a good job. But I was using workspace, so I was kind of limited. But even in Lightroom, I don't think I would have been able to do this. This is a really good edit. If you want to go in this direction, this is an awesome edit. Very dark, right? Good job. Good job on the tones here in the rocks, making these almost dark or black. I like this. And I like this being all black. This is awesome. This is kind of the direction I was trying to go with mine, you know, but my edit sucked. Anyway, let's see what else we got. Oh, use Snapseed, okay. Dev O'Connor, okay. Sorry, I just blanked for a second. Okay, this is okay, Dev. The crop is really good. I think this vertical works. This needs a little more contrast. I think that's it. Because it feels a little hazy. Now, if there was like a waterfall or something, this would make sense. But this is hazy in a way that there's just not enough spray or water spray anywhere to make this hazing work. I had to dehaze a lot on mine. But I think other than that, I think this would be a good edit. Just needs a little dehazing. And that would be it. Okay, Nature, I guess you're heading out. Yeah, some good photos tonight, right, Nature? Awesome. Some awesome edits here on mine. Dawood. So this is actually quite similar to Deb's in terms of editing. The tones feel very similar, but you went a little harder on the highlights, but still good. And I like this crop. I like this crop. It's a little bit more to the right than mine, but almost any crop on this image works, right? But yeah, this is good. Different. Not this. The sky's a little bit too purple for me. That's about it, though. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, that might be the last one. Yep, that was it. So I think I'm just trying to pick one that I think, and these are all really good edits. It's hard to pick one. That's mine. I like mine now. Now that I cropped it, I actually kind of like mine. It still needs a little more work, but I'm gonna have to go with Surge this time. I think Surge got me last time too. No, Steve's, I like this edit too. I like them all actually. These are all really good edits. I don't know. I don't think I can pick one this time. Maybe this one, Marcel. Huh. Mine may have been late entry, Rob. All right, let's see. Since we're all here, we might as well see. I think it's this one. Let's see what came in. No, I think I saw this. Who was asking? Trevor, right? Yeah, this is yours. Okay. All right, I get this. This is good on the sides here. I like the lighting here. See, this is really good. So you carried the lighting further back into the scene, which I think works. I like this idea. And I like the rocks here. Yeah, this is a good edit. It just, you need to spend a little more time on it though, I think, with some of the colors. The colors overall are not working, but I like the direction you were going with the light, bringing it in over into the frame, and the crop works. Let's see if there was anything else. Yeah, here's one from Ralph. Wow, this is pretty awesome. I like this sepia. Let me see if I can get. Yeah, wee bit rushed, right? But still good. No one mentioned the golden pond. Yeah, I like this edit. This is really good. And then this is this is Neo. It's a little bit too late to edit this one. I'll get this one in the next stream, Neo. But okay. I like this one, Ralph. This is really good. I don't know, it looks like you already took off, but this is cool. All right. Let me call it here. Thanks everyone for joining me and submitting all your images. They were awesome as always. And again, I really enjoy seeing your edits on mine. And Henlu, make sure you send something in. I'll be back on Sunday and Thursday. If you can't come during the stream, I don't know. I'll do it. I think you're in the States though here though, right? But a little bit west of me, so any time slot almost works for you here. But okay, awesome pictures today. Awesome. It's always fun editing your pictures too. I think some of them came out pretty good actually. All right, Ralph, Bob, thanks again. Thanks everybody for joining me today. We'll see you guys back on Sunday, God willing.